you ever decide like I'm gonna get a job?
Yeah, too many times. And I feel like that's where my best stuff came from. Because I was stuck in a job. And as an artist, I feel like so many artists have fucking so many artists are like ADHD, fucking ADD, bipolar. Like so many artists, we just have too many emotions contained. So when you put us in a space like that and you have to clock in, you have to sit in a fucking desk or you have to work in this corner for fucking 8-10 hours, your mind just goes crazy. So yeah, that I feel like I worked too many jobs and that was the result of some of my best stuff. Um
And why do you think that having a job resulted in you making better work?
because I felt stuck and I felt the I just felt that like I'm better than this, you know what I mean? Like I can make my own money. Um I don't need to be making other people money, or this is not just what I want to do, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to fucking shit, I was working at UPS. That was that was one of the hardest jobs I worked, but that was such a good time for me mentally as a creative because I was working a graveyard shift and they had me in a space that was probably like 6 feet. Now, it's like the back of 3 UPS trucks. You think about 3 UPS trucks, you're in a space in the back of 3 UPS trucks, and you're just running back and forth, loading up the trucks. So, man, in that time, from like fucking 1 in the morning to 9 o'clock in the morning, your mind is just fuck. The wheels are turning, and you're just like, it's like almost survivor's mode too. It's like, how the fuck do I get out of here? And you come up with characters in your head. You come up with designs. Like that's the way my mind moves too. I just see the designs, like you know what I mean. And I came up with so much stuff, and not realizing it, but that was like my survivor's mode. Like, oh, I gotta get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And yeah, I've worked the craziest jobs though. I worked UPS. I worked at pawn shops. I fucking bro. Bro, I worked at a pawn shop. That was crazy. You you see the craziest shit when you work at a pawn shop. And I worked construction. I worked everything. You know what I mean? And also, those jobs, uh, they gave me structure. And now, working all those jobs, I know, you know, how to maneuver in a work environment. And when you wake up earlier, you get more shit done. You know what I mean? Or if you just sit all day, you're not gonna get any progress. So just working all those jobs, that put like the work structure in me to transfer it over to this art stuff, which was great. But at the time, it felt like shit. You know what I mean?
I know exactly how that feels.
Yeah.
Like I've been working jobs since I was 15,
Yeah.
and I went to college, I went to high school, I finished everything, and I think the hardest thing for me has been letting go of the structure.
Mm.
So whereas you had to get the structure because you were left to your own devices as a teenager, for
Yeah.
me it was the opposite, and like being able to believe in myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't accustomed to that, and I didn't have anybody around me that was like, you could do it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's important.
But it's crazy because I had people like when I was working these jobs, people telling me like you can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, I had people telling me like you're not gonna do it. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I worked construction for like 6-7 years. Like, you've been here already all this time. What are you talking about? Like, making shirts. What are you talking about, bro? Like, just work. Like, and that put so much fire in me but it was because, I knew that people could do it because I had an example like my father, the closest thing to me. My father never worked no bum ass job like this and let people talk to him like that. You know what I mean? So it was just like, who are you to tell me that and that's what put the fire in me, was like, all right, I gotta get to it.